So I am very excited to be talking to you right now, Peter, because you've got a really, really, really exciting trip coming up next year in February of 2024. Can you please tell everybody what it is that you are planning?
It's a medicine retreat in Peru. It's going to be in Pisac. This is high up in the Andes, really beautiful place. And we're basically doing a 9-night medicine retreat.
Excellent. So we are going to Peru. Well, I say we, I'm going to Peru. Anyone else who wants to come. And that's why I'm talking to you today, because I really want to come. And I personally have quite a few questions about this particular trip. So I thought it would be interesting for me to ask my questions, get your responses, and see if this helps anybody else who might be interested in coming along. So my first question was, where on earth are we going? But you kind of answered that. We're going to the high hills in Peru.
Yes, Pisac. It's quite close to Cusco in the Sacred Valley.
Okay.
Small town. It's in between mountains. It's wonderful scenery. Yep, wonderful spiritual place.
Lovely. Now, a medicine retreat. What on earth is going to happen during this time? And how long are we going to be? You said 9 days?
It's 9 nights. Obviously, you can stay before and after as well. And basically, we do 5 ceremonies a day apart. So you've got a day off in between to kind of integrate and rest and everything, because it's pretty powerful medicine. So basically, we're doing, yes, 5 nights of a very powerful medicine, the ayahuasca. It's brewed fresh out there, really strong, so it's going to hit the button and take some very, very deep healing.
That was my question. I assume the medicine is actually from the place where we're going to be.
Yes.
And will anybody local be joining the ceremonies, or is it just going to be facilitated by yourself?
It's me who's facilitating it, because I'm the most experienced shaman in the area, basically.
Okay. Will we have the opportunity to meet any local shamans while we're there?
There'll be 1 or 2, yes, because there are people selling their wares. There's plenty around in the area. There's some who like to, the sheepy bows like to sell the special cloths they're made with the sacred patterns in and so on. And yeah, various other sort of shamanic tools there. Plenty of that about.
So you said it's a 9-day retreat. We'll be taking medicine for 5 days every other day.
Yes.
So are there any other activities planned? Because if we've got a day off and we're feeling fine, what will we do? Like, I want to know, what else have
We
you
have got
got
something to do, yes. There are a couple of nice trips we have. We like to visit Sacsayhuama. It's a very beautiful sacred site on top of the mountain. A bit like Machu Picchu, but it's actually much wilder. Machu Picchu has actually been reconstructed. It's very touristy. This is actually a much pure energy. Still as it was built, very pure and very amazing energy there. And we'll also have a trip up to a place called Pumaconcha, which is the highest lake in the mountains. There's a bit of a walk in this one. We kind of drive as far as we can, and we stop and have a little walk up the mountainside, past some big lakes, to the top one, Pumaconcha, in the top of the mountains. And it's a very sacred site there, very people go to. And we do take gentle medicines to these places as well, such as San Pedro. We have somebody in Pasek we know who actually makes wonderful San Pedro chocolate. And so we take this in a sacred place, and you can just chill out there and open up to the energies, and you have a wonderful experience. So a couple of trips like that planned. In between, we take it as it comes, really, what people want to. Some days you want to relax because it's powerful medicine, just talk and integrate and do other healing. So we have some flexibility around that.
Okay, so those trips that you've talked about, that happens within the 9 days, is that right?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. So do you have anything organized before or after the 9 days?
No, basically it's 9 days is the kind of retreat time. You're welcome to stay later and integrate, but also many activities within that 9 days.
Okay. And are we focusing purely on the medicine? I mean, as if that's not enough, but are we focusing purely on the medicine, or do you have any intentions of doing any other teachings or empowerments or anything like that whilst we're there?
That too is flexible according to what people need. I always throw something else in, or according to what comes up, because basically you're in a very powerful time of transformation. And so according to what comes up, what you're going through, I'll provide other tools, empowerments, whatever, healings. We'll probably have a couple of voodoo ceremonies we can speak to Loire, to get guidance from the spirits as well. So there's lots of opportunity to actually continue growth. It varies according to what you need, basically. We're focusing on your transformation and your growth and your healing.
I've heard rumors that when you do these things that you can only eat brown rice, or you have to starve yourself or whatever. Can you please confirm what on earth is a diet going to be like whilst we're there?
Basically, it's a local Peruvian type diet. You get things like corn, potatoes, but also it's generally when you're on medicine, you have low salt, low fat. You don't want anything that's going to make you feel too bad, because obviously the medicine makes you sick anyway, and you could be purging. You don't want to make it worse. So generally, it's a quite a light diet, vegetarian, not too fatty. And basically, they provide you the food which goes well with medicine. It can vary. You're allowed some fish, plantains, bananas, things like that. quite of it's quite plain things like some plantains and potatoes. But there are other things around as well. Sometimes you go out and get some nice things in town, like they do these nice spinach puffs and things like that.
You're selling it, because whenever I've done medicine before, I know I wake up absolutely ravenous. So if I'm on a quota, I'm like, oh, I don't know.
Well, breakfast to be provided. We get up and every breakfast it's provided there, and
Yeah.
plenty of juice in the mornings, drinks as well.
Great, great. And in terms of preparing myself for coming on the trip and for doing what is going to be a very intense time, how do I need to mentally, physically get myself ready for this?
Physically, just be cleaning your diet, because obviously you're going to be purging, cleaning up body as well. So if you just have a few days on a kind of pure diet, low fat, nice cleansing foods, then it'll kind of get your body well prepared. Mentally, it's a case of actually thinking about what you want to go through. Basically, you play with the medicine, so it actually works through intention. So you have some clear intentions in mind, all things you want to transform, all things you want to grow into, things you need to heal, everything you can think of. Basically, you put it all down there. Because you can be asking the spirits and the medicine for powerful transformation. They're going to respond to your wishes. So it's just thinking through, what do you want?
Fabulous. And again, maybe I've watched too much Netflix or something, I don't know, but I'm visualizing us going into this deep jungle, and there's going to be like straw huts, and we're going to be really remote. But then you just described a little town, so I can go to the shop, can I?
Yes, it doesn't walk into the town. It's more like markets and things. It's a very simple, old-fashioned, natural town. But the markets, you've got wonderful foods and fruits, and again, they've got all these crystals and crystal skulls, all the typical Peruvian things, and the weavings and cloths and everything. And one or two little cafes and things, little restaurants with local food. It's a very simple little town, and of course, plenty of shamanic shops, shaman selling their wares.
Now, when you do an intense amount of work, sometimes it does require a period of just sitting still and integrating afterwards. So when people have completed the 9 days, do they need to get out or go to find a local hotel? Can they stay where they are?
You can stay, that can be arranged. I mean, basically, it's accommodation is in the site. There's also a hotel nearby if it's too full, and we can arrange that. We can stay a bit longer.
And what do you recommend, actually?
Generally, when the retreat's over, it's over. You can just go, because it's like you have, it's spaced out nicely. You've got gaps in between to integrate, and a lot of people like to stay to do local things, like visit Machu Picchu is not far away, and or just look at the scenery, have little walks. There's some beautiful places around, and just hang around with the local culture a bit. So it's nice just to hang around a bit while you're there.
Now, I personally have never been to South America. I'm a very seasoned traveller, but I've never been there. So going from the airport to the site might be a little bit nervous. Is there going to be airport transfer?
Yes, we arranged the pickups to take you to the place. But obviously, this small place is nobody knows how to find it, so it's like we have the taxi arranged to pick you up and bring you there, and take you back again.
Is there anything specific that I would need to bring?
No, everything's provided. Just yourself. Bit of spending money if you want to go shopping around the village. Apart from that, everything's provided. You've got your accommodation, just changes of clothes. Remember, we're up in the mountains, so it can get a bit cool in the evening, so bring some warm clothes too.
And you're planning this trip for February 2024.
That's right.
When do I need to confirm to you to tell you that I want to come?
Need to know, say, by at least a month before, so I know how many people we're accommodating and so on. But also you have to make sure you get your place, because there's only so many places there. We take a very maximum of 15, I would say. So
the retreat is in February. You've only got 15 places, so people need to book as soon as they can to make sure that they get their spot, and you need to know 1 month out. So the last possible booking is in January. Well, if I want to book, how do I let you know? How do I confirm my place?
Basically, first of all, just email me, let you know you're coming, and send a deposit, say £300 to cover it, for the deposit to secure your place.
Okay. And are there any person specifications? Like, is there someone this is definitely for, or someone that really can't go?
I've never found any particular problem with anybody. But I think the only kind of contraindication that it doesn't fit well with psychiatric drugs. So you're on some of these strong medications, then ayahuasca doesn't go well with it. Apart from that, it suits everybody. For all kind of walks of life, any conditions, it kind of heals so many different things.
And if somebody is on psychiatric drugs, is it worth a conversation with you anyway to see if there's anything they can do?
No, not really, unless they can come off the drugs before they get to the trip.
Well, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It all depends on whether how how dependent they are on those drugs, so they can actually, get off them.
Okay. Is there anything else that you would like to share or add?
It's going to be a very, very powerful transformation, but also it opens up to further retreats, because I'm actually going to be teaching people to become shaman later on, doing more advanced retreats to actually teach people how to run medicine ceremonies, how to hold sacred space, how to exercise demons and spirits on people, and all those things. So, if you really want to go further, then this is a place to come to.
And if I'm on the fence, shall I go, shan't I go? How is this type of retreat going to help me?
Everybody feels that, because it's a powerful transformation. All your resistance comes up and you start having your fears coming up. So it's natural, but chances are when you're feeling that, you probably will come. People tend to face their fears and come anyway, and then it's like everything comes up and it's too late, everything's come out and it's cleared.
So this really is, if anybody wants any kind of, so it's not just like a healing thing, is it? It's like, if you want any type of spiritual growth, if you want to get answers about any particular thing that's going on in your life, if you want to look at healing a particular condition, like it covers a huge, wide variety of issues, concerns, questions.
The thing about this medicine, it goes very deep and it doesn't take any prisoners. Basically, once you've taken it, whatever's there will come up. See, problem people have in the healing is that there's things they don't want to face, they keep pushing away again. And that's where they don't make the breakthrough. So if you take this medicine, you're going to make that breakthrough. It's up there in your face, you can't push it away anymore, you go through it. That's how it works. So basically, when you're there, you will go through those breakthroughs that you've never done before.
Great. So thank you, Peter. If anyone is interested in traveling to Peru in February of next year to attend a 9-day medicine ceremony retreat, and Peter being your facilitator, then please do confirm your space as soon as possible. £300 deposit to Peter, let him know by email, and do that as soon as possible, because there are only 15 places. Lots more information to come, including the exact prices, etc. Numbers are still being punched into the calculator to make sure that we get accurate numbers out to you. So do let him know as soon as possible, and thank you very much for your time. Any questions that you have about this for Peter, then please do let him know, or let me know in the MeWe group, because if there is an unanswered question, then maybe somebody else is thinking it as well, so I can channel that through to Peter. Well, I won't channel it, I'll funnel it, I'll send it to him and get the response from him, and make sure that you get the answer. If you've got any questions at all, do let us know. So thank you very much, Peter. See you soon.
Okay, thank you. Hope to see you soon then.